Stop scrolling. Something big just happened. Spotify numbers just changed, and one name is everywhere, Jungkook. From Seven to the Golden era, records are falling one by one. Fans are shocked, timelines are exploding, and the question is simple. How does Jungkook keep breaking Spotify history? Intro, context. Let's slow down for a moment, ARMY. We are talking about BTS Jungkook. Main vocal, center energy, visual king, and once again, a global Spotify record breaker. March passed quietly, without loud announcements or dramatic countdowns. But behind the scenes, something serious was happening. Streams were stacking. Monthly listeners stayed high. Daily numbers continued to rise. Jungkook was silently rewriting history again. From the massive global hit Seven to the full album Golden, Jungkook has entered a phase where records no longer feel surprising. They feel inevitable. This is not luck. This is momentum built from consistency, quality, and global attention. Main story, the impact of Seven. Let's go back to the beginning of this journey. When Seven was released, expectations were already high. Jungkook was stepping into his solo era, and the world was watching closely. What happened next went far beyond expectations. Seven did not just debut strong. It stayed strong. The song became part of daily life for millions of listeners. It played in cafes, cars, gyms, and bedrooms late at night. Spotify streams increased rapidly and refused to slow down. Global charts reflected the same story week after week. Fans on Twitter and other platforms noticed immediately. Screenshots of charts spread everywhere. People asked how long this song could possibly last. The answer was simple, much longer than anyone expected. Seven turned into a cultural moment, not just a hit song. Longevity and global reach. What makes Seven special is not only the debut numbers, but the longevity. Many songs peak and disappear. Seven stayed present. It attracted casual listeners, international audiences, and people who were not even familiar with BTS. This is where Jungkook's global appeal became impossible to ignore. Spotify algorithms continued to push the song because listeners kept returning to it. Repeat streams stayed high. Playlists kept it active. This kind of performance is rare, especially for a solo release connected to K-pop. Transition, preparing for the next era. After such a successful single, most artists would slow down. They would protect the momentum and avoid risks. Jungkook chose a different path. He prepared something bigger, something more complete, and something more personal. Behind the scenes, fans speculated. Would he release another single? Would he wait? Would he try a different sound? The silence only made expectations grow. Then, the announcement arrived. Golden was coming. Main story, the arrival of Golden. When Golden was officially revealed, the mood changed instantly. This was not just a follow-up project. This was Jungkook fully introducing himself as a solo artist on a global level. The album showcased versatility. Smooth vocals, controlled emotion, confident delivery. From pop to R&B influences, every track felt intentional. Fans described it as mature, polished, and emotionally balanced. Critics and casual listeners agreed. Spotify responded immediately. Album tracks gained strong daily streams. Multiple songs charted simultaneously. Jungkook was no longer represented by one hit. He was represented by an entire body of work. March performance, breaking another record. Now let's focus on March, the month that turned attention back to the numbers. While many albums naturally decline after release, Golden maintained stability. Streams remained high. Seven continued performing strongly at the same time. This overlap is important. An older hit and a newer album rarely dominate together for this long. Spotify's updated data confirmed it. Jungkook had achieved another historic milestone, adding yet another Spotify record to his growing list. This success was not driven by controversy or sudden viral trends. It was driven by listeners choosing the music again and again. That is the strongest type of success. Fan culture and social media reaction. ARMY reacted immediately. Twitter timelines filled with celebration posts. Memes spread quickly. Fans joked about Jungkook being unstoppable. Others shared emotional messages about how his music helped them through daily life. Old clips resurfaced. Performances went viral again. New listeners entered the fandom. Even people outside K-pop circles began acknowledging his name. This is how influence expands. slowly, naturally, and globally. Why this moment is important? This moment matters because it represents growth. Jungkook is no longer seen only as a member of BTS. He is recognized as a solo artist with his own identity, sound, and audience. His Spotify success proves that his music connects beyond fandom loyalty. From Seven to Golden, the progression is clear. Strong debut, sustained attention, album stability, record-breaking numbers. This is not accidental. This is the result of careful choices and artistic confidence. Reflection, Jungkook's evolution. For years, fans wondered how Jungkook would evolve individually. Now the answer is clear. He is adaptable. He is emotionally expressive. He understands global listeners. Most importantly, he stays consistent. Consistency is what turns moments into eras. The golden era is not just about numbers. It is about presence. It is about staying relevant without forcing attention. Ending, looking ahead. So here we are once again. Another month. Another record. From Seven to the unstoppable golden era, Jungkook continues to move forward without slowing down. The question now is not whether he will succeed again. The question is how far this journey will go. Will the next step be another album? A world tour? A new sound that surprises everyone? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more BTS news. One thing is certain, Jungkook is not finished yet. History is still being written.